Well, things just wrapped up in Oklahoma. Oklahoma barely survives, winning 31-29 over Central Florida. This was a really good game with a really good ending to it. Oklahoma had scored to go up 31-23 after having to rally back. They were down 23-17 for a little while. Found a way to start running the football in the second half. Depth is a big issue for Central Florida, and that really showed. And then Oklahoma scores, goes up 31-23. Central Florida has one last chance. Central Florida actually goes down and scores a touchdown to make it 31-29. They needed a two-point conversion to tie the game up, and they ended up not getting it. I don't know what they were trying to set up with that two-point conversion. It looked like they were trying to run some kind of running back swing pass. Running back, swung outside. He got the ball. And he was just so far back when he caught the ball. It looked like he was trying to dump it off for a pass or something. Oklahoma sniffed it out, whatever it was. And the running back gets tackled for about a 6-yard loss. Two-point conversion, no good. Oklahoma basically seals the deal there. Central Florida tried to kick it, didn't get it. Game was over. Two very obvious things about this game. Central Florida's depth's an issue. And until Central Florida gets some depth, this is kind of what you're going to see from them in the Big 12. They'll be able to compete with a lot of these teams in the first half. But in that second half, that defensive line and that front seven was just getting pushed around like no one's business. I mean, Oklahoma was getting about 8, 9, 10 yards of carry like it was nothing. You knew when Oklahoma lined up to run the football, they were going to get 10 yards or more. And that's what happened. Oklahoma was able to kind of put this game away by running the football. Dillon Gabriel had a good game, but he didn't really need to do anything in the second half. Oklahoma knew they could keep it on the ground, and that's what they did. Oklahoma might not be as good as people make them out to be, though. And that includes me. I was really high on Oklahoma, and I still think they're a really good football team. But to come out of a bye week, to put up this kind of performance against Central Florida, who's not a bad team, but they're not supposed to be competing with Oklahoma. I mean, they're 0-4 in the Big 12. They got blown out by Kansas. Depth's an issue with Central Florida. They have good players and NFL players in certain spots, but overall as a team, they're not supposed to be competing with Oklahoma. This is not a good look to come out of a bye week and only win by 2 points in a game you were favored by 19 in. Nonetheless, Oklahoma found a way to win. It's better to find a way to win than find a way to lose. So, Oklahoma, congratulations. You're still undefeated. Everything's still in front of you. You can still go 13-0, make the playoffs, whatever. You got to clean this up, though. If you play like this, there are some teams left on your schedule that can beat you. Not saying that's going to happen, but it is a possibility. I don't think there should be really much concern, honestly. Sometimes weird things just happen in college football, which is why we watch it. Now, I think this is a prime example. Oklahoma, though, needs to really look at themselves, though, and understand that they're beatable any week. They're not invincible because you beat Texas. You're not. You're probably going to match up against them again in the conference championship. And to be completely honest, it's hard to beat good teams twice, Oklahoma. It'd be very hard for me to pick you to beat them again. So it's really, you got to understand that you got to get better as the season goes on, or else you will be beat. You won't make the playoffs. I don't think a one-loss conference champion Big 12 team is going to get in. I don't. It's hard to see any conference sending 2 teams to the playoffs this year, considering what's going on all across the country. Nonetheless, though, you're undefeated. You don't play Texas until later down the road. There's nothing really blaring in this game that made me concerned for Oklahoma going forward in the future. The defense didn't play as well as I thought they should have, but let's give Central Florida some credit. Gus Malzahn is capable of doing some weird things with his offense, and that happened again in this one. Oklahoma escapes 31-29. That's your quick final recap of this game. Tennessee and Alabama just kicked off. Tennessee's currently moving the ball down the field. Ohio State's over Penn State 20-6. Probably going to win that one. I'm going to have a video coming on that in a second. But that's going to wrap it up for this video, guys.